Okay, so I'm about to enter my second year of chiropractic studies in Barcelona. And before this, I've now started making a little bit of a plan on how I'm gonna tackle it because there will be a lot. The students in my school say that the second year is the hardest one, the most studies and the hardest studies as well. And I'm also planning on doing a lot outside of school. So I have to plan for it in order to succeed. And when I was making this plan, I thought, well, actually, this is the process. And I never really thought about how I make plans or how I do it, but maybe it would be beneficial to share it. So, this is how I think a successful plan is made. So of course, I want to study less, study easier, with less effort. That's the goal. I also want better results. I want to live more, experience more. I want to train more. I want to do everything more outside of school, but still get better results in school. And I think it's really gonna work because of this plan. During my first year, I also did it. And just by studying consistently and high intense focus, you can get a lot done even just in the mornings. So, first key process when outlining a plan is knowing what you want, knowing your goals and your vision. So you need to have clear goals for the period that you are planning for. Otherwise, you have nothing to base it on. So clear goals, they can be process oriented or process. They can be process oriented or they can be results oriented. There's a difference there. But both can be worked on. When I did this plan, I got both process goals and results goals. So results goals is, for example, an exact kind of grade that you want, while a process goal would be to study 5 days a week. Well, there's a difference in how I set these. You see, the process goals, I want to set quite a low barrier, a manageable goal there. Because if I set too high of an expectation of what I'm gonna do, and for some reason I don't meet that expectation, it's gonna knock my confidence down. You see, every time you do what you say you're gonna do in life, that's when you gain confidence. And I want as much confidence as possible. So I want to set manageable process-oriented goals that I know that I can achieve if I'm just staying a bit disciplined. Because then, in the end of the period, I will see that, oh, I actually did everything I said I was gonna do, and I did it really well, and that will give me a lot of confidence moving forward. Then, in difference, the results goal, that can be high. You can aim very, very high. And even if you don't meet it, if you did your very, very best, you can still be happy. Because a results goal, it's something to aim towards. It's like, it's not a dream, but it's the best possible scenario that you try to meet, and you orientate your process goals so that if you do them every single day, you will reach this high goal that you set for yourself. And you will rise to the standard of these results-oriented goals. You can become that person that is the one that's capable to achieve them. So my strategy for making a good plan, it comes in a specific order. First of all, you have to outline your most important goals and habits, like I just said. This is because you need something to go towards. Then you reverse engineer and see, how do I get those goals done? And you make a plan from there. You have to set certain non-negotiables. These are things that no matter what happens, you're gonna do them. and it's the most highest priority in your plan. For me, for example, that's studying in the mornings and it's training my body. Those are the two most important things during this second year. So if I outline these activities and put them in the calendar, I already have certain time slots that I cannot put anything else in. So school and training, I put down in my Notion document very first. And then I can work around that with everything else. So all of a sudden, if I put my classes in, if I put my morning studies in, and if I put training 5 times a week in, I see that, oh, I actually don't have that much time left. So I have to dedicate that very, very well. And the time goes very, very quickly. If you're trying to do a lot and you have morning studying, you have this training, you have classes as well in between that. You want to fit in social life, you want to fit in dating, you want to fit in sleeping. You're gonna have to plan it, okay? So a big productivity hack that I do for this, waking up, not eating the first thing I do in the morning. If you eat, first of all, you lose like half an hour, but you lose even more than that. You lose like half an hour extra of focus, cleaning up everything, setting everything up. So 1 hour of your morning is gone. If I use that hour for studying very, very focused, I can do quite well with that. So I will not eat breakfast. I do some fasting until 11 or 12 in the midday, and I eat from there. And it makes me very, very much focused in the morning, which is super, super important to me. And with making this plan, you can gain a lot of momentum because of the fact that you do what you say you're gonna do. You plan very, very good habits, and you do things orientated towards your goals. All of a sudden you build a good momentum, and you might even fit even more things in that you didn't plan for, that you didn't think you were gonna have time for. But when you do it, all of a sudden you're gonna add it, because the more you do, the more energy you get. It's quite weird how it works. Most people think that you need to rest in order to gain energy, but I think that you need to do more, except for sleep then. So without a plan, maybe you're not gonna do a certain thing, maybe you forget about it, or you just don't have time enough. You will have less free time, because you're not gonna manage your time as well. And then this leads down to a bad rabbit hole, because less free time, you're gonna get less rest, you're gonna get less energy, you're gonna have less time for studying, blah blah blah. It just goes on and on and on. Momentum goes both ways, so you need to be very cautious about how you use it and get it in the right direction. So to be extremely effective in working this plan and jumping into it, you can do character design and vision, envisioning the perfect reality and the perfect way that your days go by. This is like a separate task. Apart from the planning, I also do this. So I could write, for example, my perfect day, my dream day, or the perfect way that I act or dress and behave every single day during this period. If I do that before, it will stick in my mind, and I will just jump into that character once the period starts. And it will be almost like an automatic success that I go into. This is because of a part of our brain. If you want to be nerdy like a neurology student, the reticular formation is a part of the brain that's designed to pick up things based on memory. It's like recognition. So if you give it the correct things to recognize, you're gonna do it. It's like the yellow car thing. if you think about the yellow car, you're gonna start seeing yellow cars. That's because of the reticular formation, a part of your nervous system. So if you can visualize how your character is gonna do certain things and visualize how you're gonna go about the day, your reticular formation is gonna see this and start acting automatically. Very good book for this I would recommend is Psycho Cybernetics. Read it. And always have in mind that fortune favors the prepared mind. If you prepare, you're gonna get rewarded for it. For example, now during the summer, I've been in my hometown in Sweden. I don't have as much to do there as in Barcelona. So I just started preparing in advance, studying a bit of what I'm gonna do in the second year before it even starts. Because I knew that I would be super busy. So now, when I'm here, I don't have to study as much as I would if I didn't study anything at all. So if I can prepare and already be in the correct momentum, it will be super beneficial. The compound effect of staying ahead will take place. Because of the fact that I didn't have to study anything during summer, because I didn't have any extra exams, any resits, I could study ahead of the other material that we're gonna do in the second year, and therefore I'm gonna be ahead this year. It's just a compound effect in the right way. So that's basically my thought process with making a plan. I don't know if that helped. I just wanted to get the template out and put it out there.